Today I have the cutest Christmas cake for you. A red holiday birthday cake covered with mini cupcakes that are shaped like trees. Because there are holiday birthdays too. Hello you, it's me, Rox of Rockstar Bakes. If you're new, my passion is helping people make sweet treats. Today, I have a cute and very easy cake for you. If you want a more detailed project with tiny cupcakes, I recommend my Hello Kitty cake that I will link the blog to below. The only thing is that it's not a Christmassy cake. This one is. The tools that you will need are cake tools, decoration tools. Let's get into it. I start by making the Christmas-themed Funfetti cake. I personally love box cake mix. It can be so delicious. So for this cake, make a box of your favorite white cake mix, but replace the water with milk. I flour 1/3 a cup of green and red sprinkles. This helps the sprinkles evenly disperse and not sink to the bottom of the cake. Off screen, I crush the sprinkles just a little. Mix these sprinkles into the batter until just incorporated. More sprinkles, more fun! Don't overmix the sprinkles or they'll get streaky. I distribute the batter into 4 5-inch cake pans that are lined with parchment paper. In my experience, I don't grease the sides so that they can grab and crawl up the sides as they're baking. I like a taller cake. I score the cake and spread it around evenly. Bang it to release the huge air bubbles. Those are no fun. Ta-da! Funfetti cake batter. Now bake these according to the recipe on the box. Here are the finished cakes. I don't place it down because heat on plastic doesn't usually go well for me. LOL. Once the cakes are cooled, level the cakes. And now for cake assembly. Adhere the first cake layer to a cake board with frosting. I almost always use Swiss meringue buttercream because it is not only delicious, it is super easy to decorate with. Fill the cake with white frosting and use an angled spatula to evenly spread it. I love using a scooper because it gives me an even distribution each layer. It looks nice and it's fun to do. Then add the next cake layer. Between each layer, I press down to make sure the cake is sturdy. A lot is going to be going on it, and it's kinda tall. And I was thinking about it, you don't see it here, but I kneel and look at the side of the cake and move the cake layers around until I get the cake as centered as possible. And this might be overdoing it, but I use a tiny level to make the cake as leveled as possible. Repeat until totally stacked. I color some frosting in a little red so it's similar to the red that I'll frost the cake with. It's not an exact match, but it's not the jump from white to red either. Crumb coat the cake to lock in the cake moisture. It's a thin layer of frosting. I try to add just enough and then slowly remove excess away. If you have time, pop it in the fridge for 15 minutes before frosting. Color the remaining batter a very red. For me, it's easier to use a piping bag to distribute the icing. Tighten the frosting with an angled spatula and then slowly remove the excess with a cake scraper to get a tight frosting. I switched sides of the island here so you can see what I'm doing. On this project, I use an acrylic disc to get sharp edges. Let me know if you want a more detailed video on how to use these. And now for the decorations. Miniature sprinkle tree cupcakes to decorate the cake. I color the miniature peanut butter cups in gold pixie luster dust. I like this one because it's kind of a warm holographic effect from some angles. Here's a close-up of some unfinished and finished luster dusting. One of my favorite parts of this project is how gold my fingers get. Feels like I did something fancy and got it done. For the trees, I color some Swiss meringue buttercream leaf green. Pipe a little frosting swirl. I love the Wilton 32 and 21 tip onto the mini peanut butter cups to make the cupcake. Add some sprinkles. Because I'm not one to waste product, I only decorate the front half of the tiny cupcake because I'm going to be cutting off the back half. I ordered these pre-sales specifically for this video, like before Halloween even happened. I love it so much I bought a 2-pound bag. I want to put it on everything. I had trouble keeping the middle row of the cupcakes even. Let's sit in the fridge for half an hour before cutting. Now this is the good stuff. I found that if I heat the knife first, the cupcakes won't squish while cutting. Cut the cupcakes in half with a warm knife. Are these mini or miniature? Miniature. Okay, and we are back to the cake. Now add these little guys to the festive birthday cake. Add some adorable cupcakes to the cake directly. If they get warm along the way, just pop it back in the fridge to firm. Press at the top of the white chocolate peanut butter cup to adhere it firmly. Super cute detail. On top of the cake, I thought it'd be super fun to add a field of trees to make the border. So first, I find my favorite side of the cake. This will be the face. I place a sprinkle there so I can find it later. I rotate the cake a bit and start there in case I mess up. I make a tall swirl using a 1M piping tip to create these trees. Swirl, not squirrel. Just evenly squeeze the piping bag as you make a smaller and smaller circle. And of course, no Christmas tree is complete without metallic baubles. One ornament here, one here, some more there. And like I said before, I'm obsessed with these sprinkles. I thought the cake could use tiny trees on top to balance out the huge trees, so I grabbed this flower nail so I can show you a neat trick. Pop on a little buttercream on the flower nail. Place a parchment square, then a little tree with the Wilton 21 piping tip. Slowly remove the parchment and place on a firm surface to decorate. I use almost all the sprinkles but the jimmies for this project. These should take about 10 minutes to harden in the fridge. If these are cold enough, they peel easily. Transfer onto the cake. I find an angled spatula helps with stability. Whoa, OMG. Holiday mini cupcake birthday cake success. Very simple cake project with all the holiday colors. Here's the full effect of the decorated cake. Happy holidays! Spin! And that's it. Kidding, about to cut the cake in a second here. Here's the inside of the sliced cake. I love adding my own sprinkles to make a funfetti-like cake because I feel like there's more control in the outcome and brightness. The additional sprinkles make the inside more vibrant and fun. Please hit that bell notification and the like button so you can get the latest videos. Helps me make more content you will love. Ba-ding! Coming up is a cake idea playlist that I'm always adding videos to. Thanks for watching. Bye. Miniature sprinkle, miniature, 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 miniature.